Chosen one, the silence that has been hovering over your spirit like a heavy fog is about to be broken. There is a massive shift occurring in the spiritual realm right now, specifically targeting the date of January 21st, and it concerns an energy that has been directed at you for far too long. A great farewell is approaching, a departure that might shake the foundations of your daily life. But do not fear, for the heavens have moved in your favor. What has been hidden in the shadows, lurking behind smiles and polite conversation, is finally being dragged into the light. You have felt this change coming. You have felt an agitation in your chest, a restlessness that keeps you awake at night, a subtle anxiety you could not name. It was not your imagination. It was not paranoia. It was a divine preparation. Your spirit was picking up on the frequencies of a departure that has been orchestrated by the Most High. A celestial voice has spoken, and the time has come to listen with everything you have. This goodbye will mark a definitive turning point in your journey. We need to talk about something very specific today, something that might send chills down your spine, but will ultimately liberate you. It is about the hidden envy rising against you and how this energy is reaching your image, your very photograph, right now. Before I attention, you need to prepare now. I put together an exclusive resource for those who feel set apart for something greater, but live surrounded by noise, distractions, and mental overload. This is a 30-day journey that will transform your life. A guided path to armor your mind and prepare for what's coming with daily practices of focus, boundaries, and discipline. Stop negotiating with the noise. Learn to spot distractions before they control you, and strengthen your mind. Also available in an immersive audio version. Over 10 Zuzazara readers have already transformed their lives through the 30-day journey. Thousands of people have already started this transformation. People like you who are tired of living in the fog. Ordinary people who decided to stop accepting mental chaos. Take advantage of this limited time offer only this month. Access your link just below in the pinned comment. Reveal exactly who this is and why this is happening. I need you to understand that you are protected. But you must be aware. Someone who was once close, someone in whom you deposited love, trust, and your precious energy, is being gently but firmly guided out of your life. Please comprehend that this departure is not an accident. It is not a punishment for something you did wrong. It is an act of divine purpose. There is a season for everything under the sky, a time to keep and a time to cast away. Your heart may not be ready for this severance, but I assure you your soul is. The Creator, who knows the deepest canyons of your being, understands the weight of this moment. This separation was not written to break you, it was written to mold you. I want you to think about a specific photo of yourself. Maybe it is your profile picture on social media, or a photo you recently shared of a happy moment, a success, or even just a quiet moment of peace. You might think it is just an image, a collection of pixels, but in the spiritual realm, an image is a point of contact. It is a portal. And right now, there is someone who looks at that image, not with love, but with a cold, simmering envy. They zoom in on your eyes, they analyze your smile, and they despise the light that radiates from you. This is the heavy energy you have been feeling. It is the psychic weight of the evil eye, the gaze of jealousy that seeks to wither what is blooming in your life. But here is the revelation that will change everything for you. The reason they are staring at your photo with such intensity is that they can no longer stand your presence in reality. Your light has become too blinding for their shadows. This person is preparing to leave. The signs have been there, scattered like breadcrumbs that you were too kind-hearted to follow. The prolonged silences, the subtle change in their gaze when you share good news, the feeling that their presence, which once felt like a warm home, now feels like a cold, empty waiting room. You tried to reach out. You tried to bridge the gap. You found only distance where there used to be heat. You made excuses for them. You told yourself they were just busy, just stressed, just going through a hard time. You minimized the disrespect. You closed your eyes to the subtle betrayals because you are a healer, a fixer, a chosen one who believes in the best in people. But now the veil is lifting. The truth is emerging from the depths. This person is preparing to exit your stage, and you must let them go. Do not despair. What looks like abandonment to the human eye is actually a celestial liberation. A door is slamming shut so that a gate, a massive golden gate, can swing open. The Most High has witnessed every moment of your dedication. He saw every time you stayed when it would have been so much easier to pack your bags and leave. He saw the nights you cried silent tears into your pillow, wondering why you weren't enough. Wondering why your love wasn't reciprocated. The answer from heaven has arrived, and it is clear. This connection was never destined to be eternal. Some people are sent to be a single chapter, a few pages of lessons, not the entire book of your life. They come to teach, to trigger, to shape, to awaken something dormant within you. But when their purpose is fulfilled, they become dead weight. And a chosen one cannot fly with dead weight attached to their wings. Before we go deeper into how to protect yourself from this envy and how to navigate this goodbye, I want to ask you to do something powerful. I want you to assert your presence in this community. Go down to the comments right now and write, "I release what is not mine to keep." By writing this, you are signaling to the universe that you are ready to let go of the heavy energy anchoring you down. You are agreeing to the divine surgery that is about to take place in your life. And while you are there, ensure you have subscribed to the channel and turned on the notification bell. We are building a fortress of spiritual warriors here, and you cannot afford to miss the next message because the days ahead require extreme vigilance. Now let's address the hidden envy. Why is it rising now around January 21st? This date marks a shift in planetary alignments that exposes hidden truths. It is a time of revelation. The energy of envy is particularly dangerous because it is often silent. It doesn't always look like hate. Sometimes it looks like a friend who forgets to congratulate you. Sometimes it looks like a partner who makes a sarcastic joke about your dreams. Sometimes it looks like a relative who constantly reminds you of your past failures whenever you talk about your future success. This energy is reaching your photo because your image represents your identity, your glow. They look at your image and they see the favor of God resting on you, and it burns them. They cannot understand how you, after everything you have been through, still manage to smile. They cannot understand how you, who have been broken so many times, still stand so tall. They want to know your secret, but they don't want to pay the price you paid. The decision for them to leave was not made overnight. It was made in secret conversations you were not part of. This is a painful truth, but you need to hear it. You were the last to know, not because you lack value, but because of the tenderness of your heart. You assume others love like you love. You assume others are as loyal as you are. But the Creator does not leave his chosen ones in the darkness forever. What was hidden is now being revealed to set you free. Do not chase what is running away from you. Do not beg for a seat at a table where you are no longer welcome. Do not implore for love from eyes that have gone blind to your worth. The one who formed you in your mother's womb refuses to allow your life to be lived in the shadow of someone else's indecision. This is not the end. I know it feels like it. I know the grief is heavy, but this is the beginning of a restoration so profound it will make you weep with gratitude in the future. This farewell is not a curse. It is a rescue mission. It is the loving hand of the divine removing what was blocking your light. Think about it. How much energy have you spent trying to decode their mixed signals? How many hours have you spent analyzing their texts, their moods, their silence? That is energy that was stolen from your purpose. That is energy that was siphoned away from your destiny. God is cutting the cord because He needs you focused. He needs you whole. The pain you feel is real. I will not dismiss it, but understand this: the pain does not come from the loss itself. The pain comes from the friction of you trying to hold on to what the universe is gently pulling away. It is the rope burning your hands because you refuse to let go. The moment you open your hands, the burning stops. The moment you surrender and say, "Okay, God, if they must go, let them go," the healing begins. You might be asking, why them? Why this person? Perhaps it is a spouse, a best friend of 20 years, a sibling. The closer they are, the harder the cut. But you must understand the law of vibration. As you ascend, as you do your spiritual work, as you pray, meditate, and seek truth, your vibration rises. You are moving into a higher frequency of existence. If the people around you are not doing their own work, if they are committed to their patterns of toxicity, drama, and stagnation, a gap will naturally form. They cannot breathe in the altitude where you are going. Their departure is simply physics. They are falling away because they cannot sustain the frequency of your future. And there is the element of protection. Often God removes people because He hears conversations you do not hear. He sees the envy festering in their hearts before it turns into action. He sees them looking at your photo with malice. He removes them to protect you from the knife they were hiding behind their back. You might be crying over losing them while God is saying, "I just saved you from a disaster." Trust the timing. Trust the removal. Now let's talk about the practical steps you must take immediately. The energy of envy is sticky. It clings. When this person leaves, or as they are in the process of leaving, you must protect your emotional and spiritual landscape. First, stop seeking answers from them. Closure is a myth. You will not get the truth from someone who has been living a lie. The peace you seek will not come from their explanations. It will come from your acceptance. Stop asking why and start asking what now. Second, stop reopening the wound. Do not stalk their social media. Do not look at old photos. Every time you engage with their energy, you are inviting that envy back into your field. You are opening a door that God shut. Transform the silence they left behind into a sanctuary. This is your time to retreat and rebuild. Close the doors to the triggers that bring the pain back. Third, you must cleanse your space. If they have left items in your home, return them or remove them. Energy lingers in objects. If you have photos of them around your house, take them down. You are reclaiming your territory. You are telling the spiritual realm that this space belongs to you and the Most High, and no lower frequency is allowed to dwell there. Fourth, forgive. And listen to me carefully. Forgiveness is not for them. Forgiveness does not mean what they did was okay. Forgiveness does not mean they get access to you again. Forgiveness is a pair of scissors. It cuts the energetic cord that ties your gut to theirs. As long as you hate them, you are tied to them. As long as you resent them, they are renting space in your head rent-free. Evict them. Forgive them so you can be free. Say it out loud. I forgive you for not being who I needed you to be. I release you to your own path. I want to pause here because the next revelation is critical. There is a specific reason why this is happening in January. The beginning of the year is a time of seeding. You are planting the crops for the rest of your year. If you plant seeds in soil that is full of weeds and rocks, the toxic relationships and envious connections, your harvest will be choked. God is clearing the field. He is pulling up the weeds by the roots. It looks messy. It looks like upturned earth. It hurts, but it is necessary for the abundance that is coming. You have been feeling a block in your finances, in your health, or in your creativity, haven't you? You have felt like you were pushing against a wall. That wall was the resistance created by the envy of those closest to you. Envy is a heavy, dense energy. It acts like a spiritual dam, blocking the flow of blessings. When this person leaves, watch what happens. Watch how quickly the phone rings with a new opportunity. Watch how your health improves. Watch how your sleep becomes deep and restful again. The block is being removed. Let's go back to the photo. The fact that this energy is reaching your photo means you are being watched. But here is the spiritual countermove. You do not need to hide. You do not need to shrink. Instead, you need to cover yourself. Every morning, before you step out of your house, visualize a shield of white fire surrounding you. This is the light of the divine. Decree that any eye looking at you with malice will only see the reflection of their own internal state. Decree that your image is covered by the blood of the covenant, and no weapon formed against you shall prosper. There is a challenge I want to give you for the next 7 days. It is the silence challenge. For 1 week, do not speak about this person to anyone. Do not complain about them. Do not analyze them with your other friends. Do not give their name any power in your mouth. Starve the situation of your attention. Where attention goes, energy flows. If you keep talking about the betrayal, you are feeding the beast. Starve it. Use that energy to speak life into your future. Speak about your dreams. Speak about your healing. Speak about the peace that is flooding your heart. And realize this: the void left after the goodbye is not an empty nothingness. It is a fertile womb. It is a space where clarity, strength, and discernment can finally flourish. You have been so busy managing their emotions, walking on eggshells, trying to keep the peace, that you forgot who you are. You forgot your own power. This solitude is a gift. It is a time to date yourself again. What do you love? What makes your heart sing? What dreams did you put on the shelf because they didn't support them? Take them down. Dust them off. It's time. The person leaving was likely an energy vampire. They fed off your light. You might have noticed that after spending time with them, you felt exhausted, drained, or had a headache. That was your aura being depleted. Now that the leak is being plugged, your energy levels are going to skyrocket. You will feel a surge of motivation you haven't felt in years. Use it. I know you are worried about being lonely. This is a common fear for the chosen. We feel things deeply, and we crave deep connection. But let me tell you a secret about the wilderness. The wilderness is where God speaks the loudest. When everyone else leaves, that is when the divine pulls up a chair. You are never less alone than when you are in solitude with your Creator. And remember, this is a transition, not a destination. The space is being cleared for your soul tribe. There are people out there who are looking for exactly who you are. They will not be envious of your light. They will be ignited by it. They will not compete with you. They will celebrate you. But they cannot enter your life until the wrong people exit. You cannot put new wine into old wineskins. Let's address the specific sensation of agitation in the chest mentioned earlier. This is your heart chakra responding to the severance. The heart knows before the mind. That anxiety was your soul alerting you to the treachery. Trust that intuition. From this day forward, make a vow to yourself. I will never again ignore the red flags. If something feels off, it is off. If someone's energy makes you recoil, trust that reaction. Your body is a divining rod for truth. Before we conclude, I want to reveal something about the secret conversations. The spirit of envy loves company. This person who is leaving may have tried to poison others against you. They may have spread half-truths to validate their own departure. Do not fight this. Do not run around trying to correct the narrative. Your character is your defense. Those who know you, truly know you, will not believe the lies. And those who believe the lies never truly knew you. Let them go too. It is a package deal. The wind of the Spirit is blowing away the chaff. Let the wind blow. Stand firm like a tree planted by the water. Your roots are deep. This is a call to maturity. Being a chosen one is not just about blessings and miracles. It is about enduring the refining fire. It is about having the emotional maturity to say goodbye with grace, even when your heart is breaking. It is about wishing them well, even when they wished you harm, because you know that you reap what you sow, not what they sow. You are breaking the cycle of karma. You are stepping out of the drama triangle. So as January 21st approaches and passes, and this energy peaks, be the observer. Watch the movie of your life unfold without screaming at the screen. See the characters exit. See the plot twist. But know that the director is good. The ending is victorious. You are the protagonist, and your hero's journey requires this trial to get to the treasure. I want you to take a deep breath right now. Inhale deeply and exhale slowly. Release the tension in your shoulders. Release the tightness in your jaw. You are safe. You are held. You are loved beyond measure. Listen to me. The next chapter of your life is going to be so beautiful that this current pain will seem like a distant memory, a small price you paid for a massive upgrade. The envy of others cannot stop what God has ordained for you. In fact, their envy is a confirmation. Nobody envies the defeated. They envy the rising. They envy the anointed. Take it as a compliment from the dark side. You are shining so bright it hurts their eyes. Now I have a final request for you. If this message resonated with your spirit, if you felt that agitation in your chest settle into peace, then this was for you. Do not let this moment pass without sealing it. Like this video, to lock in this energy of protection. Share this with someone who you know is going through a hard separation. You might be the angel they prayed for today. And most importantly, subscribe. We are walking this narrow path together, and I have so much more to share with you about the signs that are coming in the next few weeks. The next revelation I will share involves the specific dream signs that indicate your enemy has been fully removed. You do not want to miss that. Until then, remember, you are chosen not because you are perfect, but because you are resilient. The goodbye is hard, but the freedom is glorious. Walk in your light, protect your peace, and let the dead leaves fall. I want to leave you with a powerful affirmation to say every day this week. Repeat this after me, either aloud or in the silence of your heart. I am divinely protected from all hidden envy. I release everyone and everything that is no longer in alignment with my highest good. My peace is non-negotiable. I am making space for my new blessings. I trust the timing of my life. I am whole. I am free. I am ready. Feel those words settling into your cells. The shift has happened. The work is done. Go in peace, chosen one. The best is yet to come. Now let's go a little deeper into the mechanics of this hidden envy, because many of you are still wondering how to spot it before it becomes a crisis. You see, envy is a shapeshifter. It rarely shows its true face. It often masquerades as concern. Are you sure you can handle that new job? I'm just worried you're taking on too much. Do you really think he's the one? These questions, masked as care, are often seeds of doubt planted by an envious spirit. They want you to doubt yourself because your confidence intimidates them. When we talk about the energy reaching your photo, we are talking about quantum entanglement. In the spiritual world, everything is connected. When you focus on someone with love, you send them healing. When you focus on someone with envy, you send them a psychic attack. This is why you have been feeling tired for no reason. This is why you have had sudden headaches or waves of nausea. It is the physical manifestation of a spiritual attack. But the moment you become aware of it, the moment you name it, you break its power. Awareness is the light that scatters the darkness. Think about the person leaving. Think about the history. Were they ever truly happy for you? Or did they only celebrate when you were struggling? Did they love you, or did they love the fact that you needed them? There is a big difference. Some people love you as a victim, but hate you as a victor. They love being the savior, the one you call when you are crying. But the moment you stand up, dry your tears, and start succeeding, they withdraw. They become cold. Why? because your strength makes them feel unnecessary. Your success shines a mirror on their stagnation. This is the hard truth about the chosen path. It is a lonely climb at times. As you ascend the mountain of spiritual awakening, the air gets thinner. Fewer people can survive there. You have to be willing to walk alone for a season to reach the summit. But the view from the top, it is worth every lonely step. It is worth every goodbye. Let's talk about the replacement. The prompt mentioned that this is not a time for replacements, but for restoration. This is crucial. When this person leaves, do not rush to fill the void. Do not jump into a new relationship. Do not rush to find a new best friend. Let the seat stay empty for a while. Honor the space. If you fill it too quickly, you will likely fill it with the same type of energy in a different body. You need time to recalibrate your magnet. You need time to heal the part of you that tolerated the disrespect for so long. Why did you tolerate it? This is the shadow work you must do. Was it a fear of abandonment? Was it a belief that you have to earn love by overgiving? Was it a lack of boundaries? Use this time of solitude to investigate your own heart. Heal the wounds so you don't bleed on the people who didn't cut you. The January 21st energy is also connected to the concept of new foundations. In numerology, the dates and numbers matter. We are in a time of building. You cannot build a skyscraper on a cracked foundation. This relationship, this connection that is ending, was a crack in your foundation. God is the master architect. He looked at the blueprints of your destiny and said, "This structure cannot hold the weight of the glory I am about to pour out." So he sent the demolition crew. The dust is flying. The noise is loud. It looks like destruction, but it is renovation. You are being prepared for leadership. You are being prepared to be a way shower. You cannot lead others to freedom if you are still chained to people who want to keep you small. This separation is your graduation. It is your rite of passage. I want to give you a specific visualization to use when you feel the grief rising. Imagine you are standing on a bridge. In your hands, you hold a heavy stone. Written on that stone is the name of the person leaving, and all the pain, confusion, and betrayal associated with them. Feel the weight of it in your hands. Feel how tired your arms are. Now, imagine leaning over the railing and dropping the stone into the river below. Watch it hit the water. Watch it sink. Watch the ripples fade away. And then, look at your empty hands. Turn your palms up to the sky. You are now ready to receive. You cannot receive with closed fists. You cannot receive with hands full of the past. Let it go. There is a biological aspect to this as well. When you are around envious people, your body produces cortisol, the stress hormone. You are constantly in fight or flight mode, even if you don't realize it. Your body knows it is not safe. This chronic stress leads to inflammation, fatigue, and illness. By removing this person, God is literally saving your health. He is adding years to your life. Your nervous system is about to reset. You are going to remember what it feels like to be truly relaxed. The silence mentioned in the prompt, the silence that hovered over your spirit, was the calm before the storm. But now that the storm is broken, the rain is washing everything clean. Let the tears flow if they need to. Tears are holy water. They cleanse the soul. But do not let the tears turn into a river of despair. Let them be a summer rain that nourishes the new seeds. I also want to touch on the micro-rewards of this process. Every time you choose peace over conflict, you gain a point in the spirit. Every time you choose not to respond to a provocative text, you level up. Every time you bless those who curse you, you increase your light. You are in a training simulation, and you are winning. The prize is your own sovereignty. The prize is a life where you are the master of your emotions, not a slave to someone else's behavior. Remember the chapter versus book analogy. This is so important. If you keep rereading the last chapter, you cannot start the next one. The story of your life is a bestseller written by the divine. Do not get stuck on a page that was meant to be turned. Turn the page. There are plot twists ahead that will blow your mind. There are characters waiting in the wings who will love you properly. There are victories ahead that you cannot even imagine yet. But you have to trust the author. You have to trust that he knows what he is doing, even when it hurts, especially when it hurts. So, as you look at your photo today, the one that attracted the envy, I want you to reclaim it. Look at yourself in the eyes. Say, I am protected, I am loved, I am worthy. Reconsecrate your image. Make it a beacon of light that repels darkness. This energy reaching your photo is real, but your protection is realer. The shield of faith is stronger than any arrow of envy. We are coming to the end of this transmission, but the work is just beginning. Your assignment is to hold the line. Your assignment is to stay in the high frequency of love and forgiveness. Do not let them drag you down into the mud. You are an eagle. You do not fight with snakes on the ground. You fly higher. The snake cannot follow you to the heights. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being brave enough to walk this path. It is not easy, but it is the only path that leads to true life. If you haven't already, please check that you are subscribed. The community we are building here is a safe haven for people just like you. We need your light in the comments. We need your energy in this digital sanctuary. The next video will be about 3 signs. The universe is testing you before a major blessing. You are in that test right now. Make sure you have the notification bell on so you get the alert the moment it goes live. You are a chosen one. Never forget that. The rejection of man is the protection of God. The closed door is the arrow pointing to the open gate. The goodbye is the prelude to the hello you have been waiting for all your life. Stay strong, stay spiritual, stay blessed. I will see you in the next video. The shift is here. Claim it. However, do not be surprised if, in the coming days, you feel a sudden wave of exhaustion or a strange, inexplicable sadness. This is not regression. This is the detox. Just as the body aches when it releases toxins during a deep cleanse, your spirit aches as it releases the heavy, sticky energy of betrayal. Psychologists call this the extinction burst, when a habit or an emotional bond screams loudest right before it dies forever. You might feel a sudden urge to check their social media, or a whisper in your mind asking, was I too harsh? Or maybe they didn't mean it. That is not your intuition speaking. That is the addiction to the drama leaving your system. Attention, you need to prepare now. I put together an exclusive resource for those who feel set apart for something greater, but live surrounded by noise, distractions, and mental overload. This is a 30-day journey that will transform your life. A guided path to armor your mind and prepare for what's coming with daily practices of focus, boundaries, and discipline. Stop negotiating with the noise. Learn to spot distractions before they control you. And strengthen your mind. Also available in an immersive audio version. Over 10 Zuru readers have already transformed their lives through the 30-day journey. Thousands of people have already started this transformation. People like you who are tired of living in the fog. Ordinary people who decided to stop accepting mental chaos. Take advantage of this limited time offer only this month. Access your link just below in the pinned comment.